Nice driver. Good morning everybody, Calm Biker here on a lovely sunny morning. Sunny but cold, but you know, at least the pollution's gone. And I'm on my way into the office. Now this will probably be uploaded in probably quite a delay before I get it up there, but it's the day after Mrs. Calm's birthday, so either this will be uploaded tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 9th, or it'll go into my queue that's about 2 weeks long, maybe 3 weeks long by now, and it might be completely irrelevant by then. But anyway, irrelevance has never stopped me before, and it's not going to stop me now. I've been watching a few videos by Jim Payne recently, and I say recently, I mean I watch all of Jim's videos. He's a great vlogger, great channel. If you're not subscribed, go across there, have a look at his videos, and you probably want to subscribe because they're very good. And he follows a similar style of vlogging to me, I suppose, in a way, and I don't mean that as an insult, Jim. Jim's a great vlogger, and he does things that aren't just about bikes, is my point. He does some great videos about some about bikes, some about general life, somewhere he gets his grandkids vlogging, which are always hilarious, and somewhere he's making his own contraption, so his own helmet mounts, his own turntable for his bike, that kind of thing. And recently he's been doing a series that he's been inspired to do by Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, which is a program I saw on one of the obscure channels a while back, and it's also available on the internet, and it's worth a watch. And Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead is about a chap, I think he's Australian, but it's a while since I've watched it, so I might have got that wrong. And he has a particular ailment or illness which he improves dramatically by juice fasting. And juice fasting is basically where you take fresh fruit and vegetables, whiz them up in a blender or a juicer, and drink the result. Now, I've not done juice fasting myself, but Jim is doing it now, and it's really interesting seeing the results. I'm more of a fasting person. I'll just stop eating, or stop eating for 24 or 48 hours altogether, and just drink water, or I will go on to longer fasts where I just cut my calorie intake down to 500 or 600 calories a day, mainly from protein shakes and vegetables, and do that for a few weeks. But Jim's gone on to the juice fasting. It's quite interesting to see the results, and he's finding it very good. He said he had a day at the start where he didn't feel very good at all, but that's to be expected on a big change of diet, where you're removing lots of things that are a bit addictive, like caffeine and sugar, so you can expect the odd headache and what have you. But he's found it really good, and he's doing it, and Mrs. Payne is doing something as well, and he's doing this to support her. Now this ties in with something that has been on the news the last couple of days, and I say it might be a few weeks ago by now, and that is the new report that says that we shouldn't all be eating 5 fruit and vegetables a day, we should be eating 7 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. And, well, I think about it, I probably do eat 7 portions of vegetables a day. I don't eat very much fruit at all, the odd strawberry portion, but I don't eat much in the way of fruit, mainly because it's got massive amounts of sugar in it, and the sugar involved is fructose, and potentially fructose is more damaging than sucrose, which is your table sugar. And certainly to people like me, diabetics, it's not a good thing. I find if I eat an apple, I get a massive spike in my blood sugar, so it's not not good for me. A lot of the research I did when I was learning about diabetes pointed to the idea that actually eating huge amount of fruit has the potential to lead to diabetes. I'll leave you to make your own minds up about all that. But the worry that I have with this government advice is they are saying 7 fruit and veg a day, and a lot of people who don't eat fresh anything will always go for the fruit and not the veg. Now the World Health Organization, and I should say at this point that Jim is doing this right. He says he's eating about 20% fruit and 80% vegetables in his smoothies and juices, so this isn't a reflection on Jim at all. But yeah, the World Health Organization has recently come out and said that our sugar intake from all sugars, not just added sugar, but all sugars, including fruit, is way too high and should be reduced. And this is, they say, causing lots of nasty diseases like heart disease, diabetes, all that kind of stuff, and you really don't want those. Now they were talking, I think, about something like 20 grams of sugar a day, and I think they even said that it should really be half that, but they didn't expect people to be able to manage it. Why health advice should be based on what people can manage and not what the truth is, I don't know, but anyway, some politics going on there. Now if we take the 20 gram figure though, well, a kind of medium-sized apple can easily have 10 grams of sugar in. So if you go for a fully fruit-based 7 a day, potentially you're already getting 3.5 times the sugar that the World Health Organization says is probably not quite as healthy as it should be. And that's only if you go with apples. If you go with strawberries, you might be alright, by the way. They are really low in sugar. That's why I hate them. But if you go with bananas, oh boy, now you're in trouble. Huge amounts of sugar in those things. And there's a lot of other fruits with huge amounts of sugar in. So I do slightly worry that this 7 a day message, which may well be, one would hope, may well be based on scientific evidence and not on sponsorship. It's not the Fruit and Veg Growers Association, I hope, who's done this study, but you know, they may well have had a hand in it. But I do worry that people will think, if I have an apple, an orange, a banana, a bunch of grapes, and there's a reason bunches of grapes are made into wine, it's because of the huge sugar content in grapes, and 3 other pieces of fruit, people start to think they're behaving healthily, and then you get the offset that when you think you're behaving healthily by eating the fruit, there's some quite interesting little studies being done that show that people are more willing to do riskier things because they think they've done well by eating fruit or by taking vitamins. They feel healthier, so they may as well smoke. So there's all sorts of strange effects that you can have. There are countries that I think are giving better advice who are saying essentially 7 fruit and veg a day, but what they say is 2 fruit, 5 veg, which will be a far better mix, I think. But anyway, it'd be interesting to know what your thoughts are on this. Do you eat 7 fruit and veg a day? Are they mainly fruit? Are they mainly veg? Do you fall into the category that I'm sure a lot of us fall into, that 7 fruit and veg a day fresh is actually rather expensive? Part of the problem is I can go down to, you know, an Iceland or somewhere like that, and I can buy a meal for £1 or a family meal for £3. Whereas if I want to go and buy fruit and veg to fill up a family to the same extent, I'm actually going to have to pay a lot more. Fruit and veg is damn expensive. I am with the people who say that we should tax the food that's full of sugar and subsidise the vegetables. But what are your thoughts? I'd be interested to know. Let me know in them there comments below. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for pulling out my way, very kind of you. Ride safe everyone, and I shall talk to you all again soon.